High in the Andes Mountains lies Medellín, once known as the world's murder capital.
The psychologists would call Medellín the culture of death, and that's how it become, just so much death, so much killing.
Given the cartel's prevailing influence, children learned to kill before they could read. But even in this environment of violence, a different kind of revolution began taking root, one fueled by soccer, faith, and hope. American missionary Mark Wittig arrived in 1985 when bullet-riddled bodies filled the streets and young boys were recruited as soldiers. Wittig, though, looked beyond the death and saw their love for soccer. That became his way in.
When I turned 10 years old, I was already cleaning the guns from my dad.
Trained to kill as a child, Alex Saldariega learned the drug trade from his father, a cartel leader.
One day, I went home after practice and my dad was waiting for me at the door with a list of people that we needed to kill that night.
For others, like Wilson Rogers, joining the cartel simply meant survival.
We were involved with these trucks and everything because we knew at that time that we needed money to survive.
When I was 11, I found out that my mom was working as a prostitute to provide for us. I left school and started selling drugs to get my mom out of that life.
We had guys taking, mini Uzi submachine guns to games with them. I went to jail for them. I went and got them out of police stations, that had been captured, and then had them in my house as well.
Even faced with this daily dose of violent reality, one thing remained more popular here than drugs, power, and money: football.
Anybody will either go see a soccer game or play soccer. So it's just a non-threatening context.
A simple soccer game led by Mark sparked a movement.
A couple of weeks later, I began to organize a tournament for all these guys in the neighborhood. And he said, oh, this is a gringo that's a little different.
It wasn't just soccer. It was a connection to something greater.
The first practice, I went there and I saw a coach with a Bible in his hand.
I'll meet him out there on the soccer field. They're there. And, as the saying goes, they come for soccer and we sort of go for their souls.
That approach led to this, the opening ceremony for the Social and Sport Corporation of Colombia, simply called Costicole. It's become a sign of hope and new beginnings for the country, where former killers now coach and drug dealers become disciples. For Mark, the goal has been about transforming hearts. By grounding these young men in faith, he could raise up players to become leaders, trading violence for the gospel. This neighborhood is called Granizal. It's where Alex grew up, and like many neighborhoods throughout Medellín, it's run by a gang leader. Nothing happens here without their permission. And although they fuel crime, violence, and drugs, they've given Costicole the green light to come in, serve the community, build soccer fields, and it's changing the country. Manantiales, a large community for Colombia's displaced, houses thousands who escaped the war between paramilitaries and guerrillas. They live here without electricity or running water, unless it's provided by the local gang for a price. In this neighborhood, an unlikely partnership gives children something rare: a place to play. Costicole worked with local gang leaders to build this field under one condition: that kids can hear the gospel.
Our coaches have really earned a good reputation in the neighborhoods. Even the gangs like them. Even the gang leaders want their kids to train with our teams.
Today, it's a sanctuary for thousands of children, a community where they can find mentors, guidance, and hope away from the darkness that still lingers over the city.
We learn from Jesus, his knowledge and all that is perfect.
Sports help teach us the values of Jesus, help us to distract ourselves from school, and help us to see ourselves.
Consisting of 3 soccer fields, a complex, and a brownie business that pays for half of its operations, Costicole reaches 45,000 lives and counting. Semi-professional teams and American universities are also involved, developing talent, hosting soccer clinics, and serving the locals.
Like when I decided to give my life to Christ that night, a lot of blessings started coming to my life.
For the glory of God, a lot of them are already working and serving for the ministry.
From the makeshift fields in Manantiales to grand stadiums of the city, Costicole isn't just about a game. It's forging a future. Here, faith and soccer serve as powerful allies, proving that together, they can transform lives and rebuild communities.
This is a testimony of God's grace and mercy. God is actively working to redeem this world. And if there's an example of that, it's Costicole and Medellín.
Now that a new season's upon us, it's clear that the true victors aren't just here on the soccer fields, but it's found in the hearts of those who've fallen in love with the transforming love and grace of Jesus Christ. Reporting in Bajo, Colombia, Brody Carter, CBN News.